Hey guys, welcome back. So in about 2 hours, I'm about to go watch Deadpool 3. And not gonna lie, I'm actually super excited for the movie. I thought the MCU fatigue might kick in, but honestly, this woke me up. So I'm very excited. So to celebrate the release of Deadpool 3, I decided to do a tier list of all the MCU movies thus far. Okay, so this is my tier list. I have goated, very good, just okay, airplane movie, so bad it's good, bad movie, and never seen it. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a couple of movies in here that I haven't seen, and I feel like it's not fair if I rate it because I've never seen it. So the first one up to bat is The Avengers, the very first Avengers, 2012. So when I first saw this movie, I actually liked it a lot. It's really cool. It's unique. It's actually one of the first movies ever where they combined all superheroes together. And like I said in my other video, it was really original. It's really creative how they did that. And I really appreciated it. But then again, this came out in 2012 and I was a little kid, so I didn't understand the appreciation of it. I just thought,
oh, sweet, cool. A lot of freaking movies together. That's awesome.
You know, so it was kind of a breath of fresh air. Now that I've seen more MCU movies, now that I know what they're all about, I don't know, like I rewatch this movie a lot. It's not bad. It's not a terrible movie, so I'm not gonna put it right here. But after doing a lot of rewatches, I would say it's just okay. All right, Hulk. Okay, this looks like Edward Norton's Hulk. Okay, this Hulk. This Hulk is pretty interesting because I compared it a lot to the other one, the Eric Bana one, and I know they're two different movies. One's actually in the MCU and one isn't, but this one's kind of like the stepchild of the MCU because obviously they recasted Edward Norton to Mark Ruffalo, so it feels like it's out of place. I haven't seen it in years. I know this came out the same year as Iron Man, so Iron Man was huge, so I'm gonna put it in airplane movie. And what airplane movie means is that you're sitting on a long flight, you know, you're just trying to kill time, and you're searching through the selection of movies they have, and you see the Hulk, and you're gonna be like, oh, Hulk. All right, like I would watch it only on an airplane just to kill time. It's not okay. So I'm starting to think, okay, it's just okay. An airplane movie are kind of different. It's just okay. That means actually, and let me just redo that right now. Hold on. What the freak? So background noise, so like I'll put it on and then I'll be like cleaning or cooking or something, and I see that it's on, and I might stop and watch it, you know, like it's different, okay? Like I won't put on the Hulk, you know, while I'm cleaning or whatever. I feel like it might bum me out, but I would watch it to kill time. But with the Avengers, I would like put it on in the background. Okay, Captain America, the first Captain America. Okay. All right, the first Captain America is interesting because I would put it here, but I think I'll put it here. It is actually it's very good. It's really good. I love the first half. I love the slow start. I love like the introduction of Captain America. I love how we show him as a scrawny guy, and then when he gets his powers, he's still the same scrawny dude that he was. The movie is really well written. I love the action scenes. Actually, there's a lot of like YouTube reviewers are saying like how they don't really like the action scenes. It's kind of out of place and stuff like that. But for me, honestly, I think it's fitting. It's Captain America. It's a Captain America movie. It's very good. Like I would put this on. I haven't seen it in a really long time, but yeah, it's a really good movie. Iron Man. Ooh, okay, the first Iron Man movie. Oh, no, it's not. These are so small. Oh, I see Whiplash right there. Okay, yeah. So this is Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2. Oh. Iron Man 2. That's interesting. Okay, Iron Man 2, again, is not that bad. It's actually pretty good. But is it very good? No. Is it just okay? What I just... I put it in an airplane movie. I would watch it. I would watch it on an airplane. It's one of those things I would just put it on. It's not so great that I'll have to watch it all the time. Yeah. Okay, Avengers Infinity War. That's a no-brainer. Avengers Infinity War is a phenomenal movie. It's 10 years in the making. I love the introduction of Thanos, and I love how he came in and how it was more of his story. Like, it's not really an Avengers movie, it's more of a Thanos movie. And I love how the Russo brothers wrote him and like how they introduced him, because it's like we had no idea who this guy was, and we only saw him in a couple of post-edit credit scenes. That's about it, but we didn't know who he was. So for them to make an Avengers movie, center it around the villain, it's a great concept idea. This is a movie that I've watched constantly. I put it on when I'm sick. I put it on when I'm sleepy. I put it on when I'm hungry. You know, like it's a great movie. Black Panther. Okay. I've never seen it. I've never seen Black Panther. Is that the first one? Yeah, that's the first one. I've never seen Black Panther. It's not that I didn't want to see it. It's just my brothers watched it before me and they just told me it was okay. Like, it's not something I need to go see. So I just never seen the movie. So I will get around to it. I've seen clips, you know. I heard Killmonger is like an amazing villain. Like, some say he's even better than Thanos. You know, I don't think he's going to be better than Thanos, but I heard it's really good. So I'm going to put that right there. Captain America. Ooh, the second Captain America. Okay, the second Captain America is more like a spy mystery thriller than the first one. The first one was more of a grand introduction of who this character is, where his heart is, and now he's in the modern day. So now he's with Black Widow and stuff. Where to put this? It's just okay. It's okay. And like for my reasoning that it's just okay is that like it's not as good as the first one. And I know that may start some controversy. I know some people may be saying like, oh, it's a really good movie because it does all of this. Like, I understand that, but like I've only seen it a couple of times and I feel like that's telling me something. I feel like that's why haven't I seen it more times? You know what I mean? Like, I would see my brothers or my dad watching it and I would poke my head in and be like, what you guys watching? Ant-Man and the Wasp. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this movie. It's just, it is so bad that it's good. I watched this in the theater and I liked it, but it literally came out after Infinity War. You know what I mean? So after I was done with Infinity War and everybody disappeared, you know, I was just like, what's going to happen next? Or maybe the conclusion is going to be an Ant-Man and the Wasp. Oh my God. So maybe it was my fault that I hyped it like that, because when this movie came out, I was disappointed. But it's not a bad movie, but it's also not an airplane movie. You know what I mean? I can't put it as an airplane movie because I would put it on, but like I wouldn't put it on as background noise. I would put it on just to laugh at it because there's a lot of questionable scenes and a lot of questionable choices. No, yeah, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it there. Yeah, it's so bad that it's good. I love it a lot, but it's not as good as these movies up here. You know, I feel like this should go down. Yeah, that. No. Yeah, that's good. That's good for me. All right, Thor Ragnarok. Ragnarok? How do you say that? Ragnarok? I don't know. I would say Thor is really good. It's a really good movie, not gonna lie. I loved it. A lot of people say they didn't like it. They also say they didn't like Love and Thunder as well, but I like this one a lot. I mean, I like this one a lot more than Love and Thunder, but Love and Thunder is really good too. Thor Ragnarok is just a fun, great time. It's Taika Waititi directed this one, and he really brought some life into the character. A lot of people complain that they made Thor dumb. I don't think they made him necessarily dumb. I feel like he still had the same smart and wit as the first movie. Like in the first movie, like, you know, he was like running into glass and throwing his mug onto the ground. Like, he was still kind of dumb, I guess, but Taika Waititi kept his same character. You know, I don't think they altered him at all. I think he's still the same. He's surrounding himself with more humans. So he's like adapting around his environment. So I feel like they written him really well. I liked how we stayed out of Earth, you know. I love the introduction of Hulk and Thor, and it was a great buddy comedy. All right. Oh, Endgame. I would say Endgame is very good. I won't put it goated, but it's really good. And the reason why, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of slow. Just a little bit. There's a little bit slow. It's not as fast paced as you remember. Like, rewatch it and you be yawning midway through. I think they got the green light for making it 3 hours. I realized they didn't need to make it 3 hours long. This could have been chopped up a little bit. The whole beginning part was slow. The middle part was somewhat slow. I think the movie actually starts when they're building the time machine and they go through time and they go see the other movies. That's when it starts to pick up. And then the final fight at the end was really good. That if the final part was just the movie, I'll put it as goated because it goes with the whole Thanos thing. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is goated. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is a really, really good movie. I love it. I love Baby Groot. Him dancing while they're fighting that monster in the back. It has some flaws, not gonna lie. I feel like every movie has its flaws, but it's a really good movie. I love when they broke up and they played the chain in the background. Like, that was really good. Like, it's symbolized because the chain, that's the song that the band broke up, so that was that song's about. So when they broke up, they used that song. Like, they use music really cleverly, and I appreciate that. The chemistry between Gamora and Star-Lord is just impeccable. Like, they start to like each other, and I kind of like that in movies where it's like, will they, won't they sort of thing, and they implemented that a little bit here, and I really like that. I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2 way more than I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy 1, not gonna lie. Oh, the ending with Gondu, you know, that's pretty heartbreaking. And I love how he's like, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Like, you know, like, it's an iconic movie. It's a goated, iconic movie. Thor. Thor is a bad movie. It's like one of the tripods broke or something. Like, every scene is in dead singles for some reason. Like, I don't understand. I wish Taika Waititi did the trilogy. That's what I wish. I didn't like the chemistry between Natalie Portman and Chris Hemsworth. I feel like there was nothing there. You know, like they were trying to force something. And given throughout the entire MCU timeline, their relationship, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't even matter anymore. So, like, that introduction of them loving each other didn't make any sense. I didn't like the side character. I even forgot her name. I don't even know what her name is. This movie was slow. It was dull. It was bad. Doctor Strange. The first Doctor Strange. Okay, hear me out before I rate it. I like this movie. It's a good movie. But it's just okay. It's one of those movies where if I see it on, I'm gonna poke my head in and watch it for a bit and leave. You know, it didn't really like take my breath away. Not like Thor Ragnarok or Endgame or Captain America. Like, it didn't throw me away, but it was a good movie. I saw it in the theater opening day. I've seen all of these opening day, I think. Yeah. So Doctor Strange was cool. It was really cool, really unique. I love the Chosen One. She was really cool. She was badass. Benedict Cumberbatch always gives the A-list performance, so he's great. But like, the movie's it's just a movie. You know, it's not that special. Iron Man 1 compared to everything else, Iron Man 1 is okay. It's just okay. Maybe it's because I know his potential now, like, given throughout the MCU and like his tech and everything, like he could do way more dope shit. So revisiting Iron Man, like, I don't purposely put it on, you know, like I would watch it if it's on, or if I'm cleaning my house or whatever, I'll put it on, but I wouldn't watch it again. Maybe because like I know what he has done and I know what he's going to do. So watching is kind of frustrating for me. And like how he treats Pepper Potts, you know, like he treats her as his assistant because she is his assistant. But now knowing that, you know, they're married or they have a kid together and they're in love, you know, like it's just, it aged. The movie aged. So it's okay. But it's not an airplane movie, you know. I would watch it. It's not an airplane movie. Like, I would watch it if it's in the background, you know. It's not very good. It's not up there with Captain America, you know what I mean? Age of Ultron is an airplane movie. It has a lot of problems with it. It's super slow as well. I know that this movie is very, very important for Infinity War. Like, you need to watch this movie to watch this movie. Like, it ties it all together really well, you know. But it's a shame that how like it's just directed badly. The shots are questionable. This is the introduction of Scarlet Witch and the fast boy. Forgot his name. It's not rememberable. The best scene in this movie is the scene where they were all together and the after party when they're all trying to lift Thor's hammer. Like I love it when all the Avengers come together and they're just broing out like it's a podcast. Like if there was a movie of that, I would definitely watch it. Not gonna lie. Guardians of the Galaxy is really good. It's a really good movie. I haven't seen it as much as Guardians of the Galaxy 2 because Guardians of the Galaxy 2, chef's kiss. That movie brought its A game. But Guardians of the Galaxy 1, it's not bad. It's really good. Like I put it very good. It's not bad by any means. I guess I just didn't put it as goated because like I don't want to watch it over and over and over and over and over again. Civil War. Civil War was the introduction of Spider-Man. And I freaked out when I saw him in the theater. I'm gonna say something very controversial, but Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man we ever had. I love Tobey Maguire and I love Andrew Garfield. They're great. They're great. The Andrew Garfield problem is that he was just given to a bad director and writer. That's it. I'm going on a tangent. There's other Spider-Mans over here. I will talk about it later when I get to there. But Civil War is really good. I know it has a lot of complaints. A lot of people say it's not that good or it's kind of mid, but honestly for me it's not. Maybe only because for Spider-Man, but no, like I love like the divide they have. I love how Nick Fury's not in it, so it's like when the cat's away the mice will play. Like I really like that narrative. It's shot really well, you know, it's written really well. It's a good movie. It's a very good movie. So far I will put on these 5 movies if I needed to watch something. Captain Marvel. It's an airplane movie. It's not bad. A lot of people saying this was like the worst MCU movie that's ever been made, but that's a bit of a stretch. That's too harsh. It's not Thor or Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's an airplane movie, you know? It's mid. Actually, yeah. I mean, that makes more sense to people. These movies are mid. Yeah, Captain America is not bad. It's not good. So this is the movie with the bald guy who's just very evil for no reason. And he has that freaking gun. Imagine shooting that gun right at Thanos. Like, what would happen? Ant-Man is so bad, it's good. Oh shit, I just realized I put 2. I just put 2 Ant-Mans in here. Oh, maybe I'm not a fan of Ant-Man. I didn't know. Kind of like Ant-Man. I guess I don't. That's interesting. Ant-Man is just... you know? Like, it's a good movie. I like it. I like both movies. They're just bad. Spider-Man Homecoming. This might be controversial and this might be biased. It's goated. This is a goated movie. This is really well done. People complain that Spider-Man is Iron Man Jr., which is so far from the truth. I didn't get that vibe at all when I first watched it. I thought they were doing something new with the character, which I appreciate. I appreciate new original things. So if we're taking a turn that Spider-Man has all this tech, like Tony Stark gave him all this tech, that's something I can get behind. They written that well. They set that up well. Like, of course, Tony Stark is gonna help him. And it makes sense why his eyes move, because in the cartoon, his eyes move like that. So making his eyes move like that, like it was a nice, you know, subtle nod to the audience, you know, to the fans. Everything about this movie is great. You know, all these 3 movies, I'll watch this all day, day. Iron Man 3 is very good. I saw this one YouTube video where they put this movie in bad movie. And I was like, what are you talking about? Iron Man 3 is really good. It's written really well. I love how his suit dies, so he has to only use his head. So it shows that his true superpower isn't the suit. His true superpower is his brain. You know, that was cleverly played. I love that. I love how the bad guys are like cartoonishly evil. Like that was really well played. But no, yeah, it's a really well movie. I love all the Iron Mans come together and they fight all the bad guys. You know, I like how like they acknowledge the absurdity. Like when the bad guys start breathing fire, and then Rhodes is like, they breathe fire. Like, I like how it's very meta as well. I highly suggest that you watch this movie. It's not bad. Don't listen to all these other YouTubers. Don't listen to them. They're just haters. They probably haven't seen it like a filmmaker. Thor: The Dark World. Never seen it. I've never seen Thor of the Dark World because everyone's telling me it was bad. They summed up the whole movie in Endgame, which I thought it was hilarious. Because that movie, I heard it's really bad, and it probably is. Will I watch it? Probably not. I don't think I'll watch this movie. Spider-Man Far From Home. I think you guys already know where I'm going to put this. It's goated. I'm a Spider-Man fan. I don't know what to tell you. I love Spider-Man. And Far From Home gets too much hate. Way too much hate. That it's like annoying like how much hate it gets. Because they're saying like how he used way too much tech and how like he basically built his suit from Tony Stark's lab, and in the original Spider-Man he sewn his suit together. Da, da, da. Like I understand, but like this is a new Peter Parker. I can appreciate this type of Peter Parker. It's a brand new person in this alternate universe. And of course he would use Tony Stark's tech. Peter Parker isn't dumb. He's a smart guy. He uses the things around him. That's basically his character. Of course the Tobey Maguire and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, of course they're gonna sew their thing on because they're using what's around them. And for this Peter Parker, he has Tony Stark's tech and he knows how to use it. So of course he's gonna use it. The only one complaint I have with this movie, it's not really a complaint, it's more like annoying, where they tried to do the twist how Mysterio and Spider-Man are friends. But for us fans who know the comics and the cartoons, we know that Mysterio is a
bad guy.
So for them to try to play it off like, oh, we're friends, like all the interviews and all the promos, they try to promote it like they're best friends. So when the twist came and like when Jake Gyllenhaal like looked at the camera and he was like, we got him. No, you didn't. You didn't get me. All right, everybody. So that is my tier list of all the MCU movies. It's not all of them. There are definitely missing a couple, but I'm just doing what they provided me. So far, it's kind of interesting how I put most of them are very good. That's interesting. It's kind of like all across the board. I mean, the MCU's been around since 2008, you know? So it's about to be, what, 20 years? Yeah, it's about to be 20 years pretty soon. In 4 years, it'd be 20 years. That's insane. This is all just my opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, let me hear about it. Do you agree with this list or not, you know? And if you don't, better explain to me why you don't. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys really liked the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And I hope you guys have a great, awesome, loving day. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.